Yes, the AJ to AJ connection is something that Cincinnati fans would love to see on Monday Night Football, a game that is hugely important for both teams. The Cincinnati Bengals are at the Denver Broncos. They can clinch a first-round bye with a win on Monday Night Football. And pleased to be joined right now by the only Bengals player in team history to be named to a Pro Bowl now in each of his first 5 seasons. He is AJ Green here on the Rich Eisen Show. How are you, AJ?
I'm good, man. How you?
Congratulations on having pineapple in your diet.
Thank you.
What does this mean for you?
Just another Pro Bowl, man. Right, it's a great accomplishment, but right now, it's not a time to think about it. But definitely don't ever take these stuff for granted, man. It's always an honor to be there. But right now, just focus on the season and trying to win the Super Bowl.
So who's what is the AJ entourage to Hawaii? What is that before we turn the page? How many? What does it look like?
I don't have an entourage. It's just my parents and my wife. That'd be it.
That's it? So it's just three. It's 3 and out for you. You just bring 3 and that's it.
Yeah.
Well, you're lucky.
Right. See, I'm the only child, so I don't have to. I don't worry about all that other stuff.
I mean, some guys bring families, plural.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And have to win in order to break even on the week.
Right. No, I don't have that problem.
Okay, very good. Well, that's part of you're living well. So let's talk about AJ McCarron. What are the challenges for you to get on the same page with a quarterback you've hardly caught passes from your entire career, essentially? What's the challenge?
I just have to be in the right spots. For me, and for him, it's being predictable. Just running my routes at the right depth. We're not going to have the chemistry as me and Andy have because we're playing so long together, and AJ, we're just throwing in the fire. But I feel like he's doing a great job. We're working after practice and communicating on the sideline. So.
Yeah, and McCarron doesn't lack from confidence.
Right.
Right, AJ?
No, he definitely don't. He used to this big stage, played at Alabama, played in some national championship, won a national championship. So, I don't think none of these games are too big for him.
Yeah, I know. I mean, this is an SEC connection, AJ to AJ.
Right
now. Interesting. And so how is Andy Dalton right now? What can you tell me about his hand?
I don't know, man. I don't know. Everybody says he's week to week, so we'll see.
So what is his role right now? Is he...
He's just a coach. He's a coach out there.
What type of coach is he?
He's just like a regular coach, man, because, he's a quarterback, and he knows where everybody needs to be, so he's always talking to me on the sidelines or helping AJ out in meetings. So.
AJ Green joining me here on the Rich Eisen Show. How are things different with Hugh Jackson? How things have been different with the offensive coordinator that you've been with for now 2 seasons?
I think, Hugh demands a defensive mentality with us, that rough, that gritty offense that's going to always try to punch you in the mouth, and I think that's what he brings to the table.
So he's more in your face than...
Right, yeah. He's in your face. You can't have thin skin in our offensive meetings.
How so? Give me an example.
Because he's going to be all up in your face. He's going to correct you. He's going to coach his butt off. He's going to criticize you to the T, and we all know that. And it's all good for us because we always. The big thing about us, we always hold each other accountable. So you always look at yourself the hardest, and he definitely does that.
So he circled you in a film session?
Oh, always. So.
What's he circling you for, AJ? What are you doing?
Not making a block or something like that.
Really?
Yeah.
Because did you tell him that this is your 5th straight Pro Bowl, AJ?
No. That's different. One thing about Hugh, man, he don't care who you are, man. He treats everybody the same.
Yeah.
He's gonna get in your butt no matter what, especially if you're not doing your job. So you don't want to be that guy on Monday, running or loafing around the field. So he definitely gonna call you out.
I'm here with AJ Green here on the Rich Eisen Show. Who's the receiver that you would pay to see play in the NFL?
Oh man, there's a lot of them. Antonio Brown is probably one of them. Julio, Odell, and Larry is having an unbelievable season, man. Those guys, I really look up to. Calvin, and I play a lot. There's a lot of guys that playing well, man.
So when you bring up Odell Beckham, what is it like when a defensive back is chirping at you, trying to get inside your helmet?
That's one thing about being a receiver. You can't lose focus because we got to run routes and get open and catch the ball. So once you get it, he gets into your head. He got you because we got to be so focused. Being a defender, all you worry about is that guy. You don't worry about getting open and all that other stuff. So when you a receiver, you can't let that stuff get in your head. That's one thing about what I learned, looking at Jerry Rice. He never let any corner guy get into his head. He's always was focused, and that's the biggest thing you got to do. You can't lose focus when you're a receiver.
Is that the guy that you grew up looking at?
Yeah.
Jerry Rice?
Yes.
Have you connected with him in any way?
Yeah. I talked to him at my third Pro Bowl. Yeah.
Okay.
So,
So you didn't I see though you and some of the Steelers were going at it a couple of weeks ago, or was that the entire team?
That's just one. But I don't really let that affect my game. I don't ever. Once that next play, I'm ready to go. I'm focused on what I got to do, and that's beating that guy, and that's enough for me.
What is your sense of what a catch is in the league, AJ Green? Give me your sense.
I guess a catch for me is you have possession when you hit the ground and take 2 steps. I guess. I don't know, man. It's so wishy-washy these days, so I don't even know what a catch is these days.
Isn't that a matter? I mean, you've made 5 straight Pro Bowls, and you are 6th in the league right now in rushing. You and Randy Moss are the only receivers in NFL history to have 1,000 or more receiving yards in each of your first 5 seasons, and you can't even tell me what a catch is.
It's so wishy-washy right now, so I guess just controlling all the way to the all the way to the ground.
What if I told you, because here's my fix for this. 2 hands on the ball. We all know what possession looks like, right?
Yeah.
When you see it. So, and you're a juggler, so you know what possession is more than anybody else at the receiving position.
Right.
So, 2 hands on the ball, possession, 2 feet down. And if you lose possession of the ball going to the ground after that, you've now fumbled it. Would you be fine with that?
Yeah, I'll be fine with that. Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Because at this point in time, this whole concept of a process, folks like you, Julio Jones, Des Bryant, Calvin Johnson, you could create the process of a catch can take a 10-yard span because you're so big.
Right.
Okay, so I have your vote if I go on the catch committee that this would be a catch in the NFL?
Yeah, you got my vote.
Okay, and what about in the end zone? Just 2 hands on the ball, 2 feet down, plays shut down, just like a runner creasing the plane with the ball. You fine with that?
That's tough. That one is tough because I remember Odell had one that he catched, and then the dude Butler knocked it out right at the last minute.
Right. So you would agree that was not a catch?
Yeah, that wasn't a catch. I think you control it through all the way through when you're in the end zone like that.
So when you're in the end zone, you have to have the process. But then
you have to have the process.
But then AJ, then it brings in the Calvin Johnson thing where he just used the ball to get up.
Right, but I see that's different. I think that's different. When a defender hits the ball out, that should not be like, I don't know. Calvin he already made a catch and just like had it in one hand and put it on the ground.
Right. Yeah, exactly. Like that should be a catch in my mind.
Yeah, that should be definitely a catch. That should be a catch.
Okay, so how about this? No matter what you're doing, you could be playing a game. Anytime that there's a process problem in the NFL, we call you up and you decide.
I'll handle it.
Because you can multitask like that, right?
Right, I can.
I mentioned you're a juggler.
Yeah, I am.
Okay. And who taught you how to juggle?
I taught myself.
What do you mean?
I taught myself.
You're a self-taught juggler?
Yeah.
How does one do that? With books?
I started in kindergarten with like scarves, and I just worked my way up through 5th grade, and I was on a team. So
a juggling team?
Yeah, in 5th grade.
What is that team?
We used to perform at a halftime at basketball game, like varsity basketball game.
Okay. So if there was a Pro Bowl for that, would you have made it 5 straight seasons also?
Oh, yeah, of course. Of course.
All right. Hey, look, AJ, thank you for calling. I appreciate it. You bet.
Thank you.
And before I let you go, your coach, Mark Richt, is no longer at Georgia. He's now at the U. What do you make of that, AJ?
Oh, man, it's tough, man. But I'm always going to be rooting for Coach Richt, man. He's taking all the boys with him, so.
Okay.
So,
all right.
I'll be rooting for both.
Okay. Well, we'll look for you on Monday Night Football.
All right.
And if you make a catch and there's a process issue, you make your own call, the same way that you self-taught. You tell whoever the ref is that I said it was okay.
I got you.
Thank you, AJ. We'll chat down the line. You bet.
Thank you, man.
That's AJ Green of the Cincinnati Bengals, right here on The Rich Eisen Show.
The Rich Eisen Show, weekdays at noon Eastern. On Audience.